It doesn't make sense, does it? You're not the kind of person who plays with fire. You know this is risky. You know it could blow everything up. You know it's not what you stand for. And yet, you keep going back to the thought, back to the messages, back to that secret corner in your mind where it still feels alive. And you keep checking the phone, replaying the moments, flirting with the idea of crossing a line. Or maybe you already have. You keep pressing the bruise even though it hurts. So let's stop pretending. Let's get honest. Why do you want to do this? And deeper still, why can't you stop? This isn't about logic. You already know the consequences. You've already talked to yourself a dozen times. This isn't about sense, it's about sensation. There's something in this chaos that gives you something your life stopped giving you a long time ago. Maybe it's attention, maybe it's feeling seen again, maybe it's being the one someone wants, not just the someone who's always shows up, always does the right thing, always plays it safe. It doesn't matter if it's doomed. It doesn't matter if it'll end badly, because that moment, that hit, it lights you up. It shakes something loose inside you. And even if it's wrong, it feels real. This is the craving you don't tell anyone about, the part of you that aches behind closed doors, the desire you judge, even while feeding it. I'd like you to imagine it's like touching a flame. You know it burns, but you know it leaves a mark. But the heat, it reminds you you're alive. Because when your life has gone numb, when every day feels like a flat line, even pain starts to look like pleasure. And that's why you go back. Not because you want the fallout, but because it wakes you up, even if it's only for a moment. So let's look at what's underneath this urge and what's really driving this. Let's go beneath the surface. Firstly, emotional starvation. You haven't felt desired in a long time. Not really, not in the way that makes your stomach flip. In fact, this gives you the hit of all the 3 A's: attention, aliveness, and adrenaline. Then control disguised as surrender. You tell yourself you're being swept away, but part of you is in charge. You're choosing to be chosen. You're engineering the fantasy and pretending you're the victim of it. Then, unmet grief. There's something you haven't grieved for yet. The slow death of intimacy, the boredom, the silence, the craving. It's a distraction from mourning what you used to be. Then we have the shame loop. You do it, you feel bad, then you do it again to escape the guilt. The round and round, because shame thrives in secrecy and silence feeds the cycle. Then we have fantasy addiction. You're not hooked on them, you're hooked on you. The version of you that gets to come alive in their eyes. The bold you, the sexy you, the unfiltered, unapologetic, electric version of you that real life really makes room for. So let's look at the truth. And let's stop pretending you're weak, because you're not. And the truth, you can't stop. Because part of you doesn't want to. Not because you're a bad person, not because you want to hurt someone else, but because this behavior is meeting a need you haven't admitted to out loud yet. And until you name that need, until you get radically honest about the craving behind the chaos, you'll just keep chasing the fix. You'll keep eating the emotional junk food while starving for real connection. So let's look at what you can do instead. Here's how to start breaking the cycle. Firstly, get radically honest. No more euphemisms. No more just friends or just curious. What does this really give you? Be uncomfortably specific. Then, name the emotional need. Is it touch? Is it being wanted? Is it escape? Is it power? Name it clearly, because naming it is how you reclaim it. Then set up a 24-hour delay before replying. Pause. Give reality a chance to breathe before you fall into that moment. Then reclaim the feeling another way. If you want to feel bold, seductive, alive, go find that energy somewhere else. Take a risk. Dance. Speak your mind. Be unapologetically you, without needing someone else to unlock it for you. Then tell someone safe. Secrets breed shame. Shame keeps you stuck. Speak the desire. Tell someone who can hold it without judging you. Because the moment you bring it into the light, it loses half its power. And in my closing comments, you don't need to judge the craving. You need to understand it. Because when you know what you're really trying to feel, you don't have to keep chasing the pain to get there. You don't have to choose the chaos. You don't have to press the bruise. You're allowed to want more. You're allowed to need touch, fire and energy and life. But you deserve the real thing, not just the shadow version that makes you question your worth the next morning. So ask yourself, do I want this? And what would I need to feel to finally stop?